Alright guys, welcome back to another update. Want to follow up on the last video about if you have not seen the last video, please go check the last video out so it'll let you know what's going on, and watch all the videos prior to this one so that you can really understand what's going on, get a feel for the game, see some of the strategies and some of the things that we do, and so you can just tighten your game up. But back to this area here with Tanganyika right here. I sent him a message about this situation here. As you can see, Rajputana is sending 2 cars and 11 troops, as he should. I'm not mad at Rajputana. He's trying to expand. He's trying to do what any good player and active player would do. However, we have to do our part to offset that. And so what I'm seeing here is I finally got a response from Tanganyika, and he's finally moving his troops in to this area here, which is fine. But for me to have to tell you to do that, and for you to not see this guy he's been on the way for the last 48 hours in this direction. This guy has been sitting here for at least 2-3 days now. So it's not about being active for one moment. It's about total just unawareness of what's going on here. And that can't go in this game at this stage, because you have a strong coalition here who's constantly expanding. Look at these guys. They ain't playing, they coming. And if they know they got somebody here asleep behind the wheel, that's exactly which way they go. They ain't coming nowhere where I'm at. You know why? Because they know I got some things waiting on them. So we can't have weak spot, guys. I'm going to be harsh. I'm going to be critical of my coalition members in these type of situations, because that's not acceptable. It's just not acceptable. I'm going to send some cars over there as well, just to make sure that area over there is secure. But that's not our job as coalition members to pick up the slack for everybody else. So I'm very hard on Tanganyika right now, because it's a team game. You can't just sit around and get stuff and move along and drag along, and you just benefiting from being in the coalition, but you're not really helping everybody else do what we need to do. Look at this. It makes no sense. So I'm going to be critical at this point of everybody on this game that's in this coalition that ain't helping us move forward. And right now, Tanganyika, you on the hot seat. I just I'm not upset about it. Just I have to address it when I see it. And something is strange about you not seeing this guy sitting right here. I just told you guys, West Rajputana is he's not a threat, but he's definitely the number 2 or number 1 guy in the game right now. So why would we want him sitting right here? He got right there because you were asleep behind the wheel, and so we can't have that. I mean, especially when everybody else is working hard, grinding it out. We almost got this whole side taken care of. We moving through this way. Hey, we can't have somebody sleep behind the wheel right here. This should have been cleared up and locked up, so nobody could even think that they can come through here. So I'm going to be critical about that. I got to give East Belgium. I got to give Belgium some credit, because at least he closed this area up and did a fine job of locking this area down. I got to give him much credit for that and much respect for that, because I didn't see that coming, but he moved quick. And not only that, he see the message I sent to all of you guys about this area, and he's sending some troops there because he's close by, just like I sent some troops there, because we can't let this man sit here on this province and take this province. It just cannot happen. That cannot happen, and he almost did it. If it wasn't for that one soldier right there, this guy would have got the province. And then we would have to decide, do we go to war or not? We already know from earlier, he ain't gonna want to do no trade to get from in the middle of our situation, like right here. He's sitting right in the middle of my situation here, and he didn't want to trade. So he's not the type that's going to trade. So now you'll have somebody like Rajputana sitting right there in the middle of what you got. And that's the difficulty, guys, of sometimes playing in a coalition, is that you have to deal with that kind of stuff where somebody is not aware that, yes, and maybe it's due to experience level, but I wanted to really hone in on this, and I'm not trying to be too hard on my guy Tanganyika. Don't take this the wrong way, but you should definitely learn from that. You know, you can't just sit on the game and not do your part, because eventually it'll show up. And right now you're sticking out to me like a Thor thumb, like a sore thumb, because I'm looking at this whole team as a team, so I can see when I'm weak in a particular area. And right now everybody's kind of doing their part. I just need you, Tanganyika, to kind of just push it for us a little bit at this stage. I believe everybody that's in this coalition watches the videos and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna be critical at times. Absolutely. Let me show you guys something. And I'm gonna add one more piece to this, just so guys don't think I'm picking on anybody or that I'm just saying what I'm saying. Let me show you what Rajputana sent to me. And if I was a weak player, and if I was an unloyal player, I'm gonna show you how some people operate. I can make this game very easy for myself, but I can appreciate the challenge, and I believe you should have some integrity when you play these games. That's just my take on it. Everybody doesn't feel that way, but let me see. West Butana, watch this. Good morning, warrior. I see that you guys are doing well in Africa, but seem to be running low on space to expand. I was wondering what your plans were going forward. I'd like to have peace between the brothers and the warriors, and think we should work out a pact deal with the obvious situation that continues in Europe. That's when we were fighting with Abruzzo. So me and Rajputana already was on good terms. That's what guys don't understand. You have to be diplomatic in this game, and good players know how to discuss. We both knew we were in the lead. That me and him is 1 and 2 in this game as far as leaders in the game. This is the number 1 and number 2 player in the game having a conversation. I said, greetings, brother. Yes, it is vital that we work together. Let me see where you guys are located on the map, and then we can come up with a plan. Mainly around India, yada yada yada. Look like you guys have a little distance. I got a few intelligence spies, yada yada yada. We have peace with the Islamic Union. Indeed he is, but I can see his entire army. Can't get right away between coalitions. Okay, well, let me know if you think of something other than what we discussed. I see you are now at war with him. You need to coordinate your coalition to fight at one. My spies see the troops in Italy. He's not got a lot there, but sending everything your way. I said, okay, thanks. Let me just show you guys how this thing works now. I see you now. Then watch this. I write him. This is when I think my come on, work with me. Alright, come on, where's it at? Sorry about that, guys. Y'all work with me on this a little bit. I got you. Alright, so let me know if you think of something. I see you at war with them. I said, okay, thanks. And then I had sent a demand to trade for that province I was just showing y'all. And he said, thanks for the offer, but I could use the oil more than wheat. Cheers. Right? So I spoke about that in the earlier video. Then he writes, how's it going, buddy? You're destroying Europe. You should be the top player soon enough. Shame, you're the boy. You're the one in your coalition that's putting effort in. A few of the other guys just look like they are playing Sin City. And he's right. I gotta keep it. He's right to a certain degree. That I do see where some of you guys could have advanced a lot quicker, and then when I advance and I move quicker, somebody may send me a message say, hey, can I get that? Yeah, you can get it, but you have to be on point. You can't sit around and wait, and then when I go ahead and try to get a province to go ahead and move us forward, you be like, oh, I need that. I need the oil on that province, or I need this. No, you got to go ahead and get it. And then he said, however the game turns out, I like to play another 500 game, but work with you. Could be a good team. And I said, for sure, because he's a good player. He said, just give me a shout out whenever you're thinking of starting a new one. And he said, why not jump ship and join us? I have space I can make in the team. Apart from Nigeria, who has hardly moved in a week, your team are just relying too heavily on you to do all the hard work. That's coming from the outside looking in, guys. I don't know King Albert from a can of paint, but that's coming from the outside looking in. That's what he has evaluated based on his spies and everything else. I found out he had spies on us, so he's been watching what we've been doing, and that's what he's saying. But of course, I would not. Let me see here. Your teams are just relying on you to do all the hard work. I said everyone's experience level is different. I said let's take down the Americans instead. He said sounds good. And that was pretty much it. Sounds good. Just got to clear Europe first. So that's what we're doing. We're clearing Europe. And see what we decided, because we're both smart players. We both told our coalition what we're doing. So instead of us clashing right here, which we could easily do, we could clash, or we could take care of the rest of this area and then focus our attention on America and South America. And then I guess the final war, we'll decide what we'll do as far as what we're going to do. You never know what may transpire. So I want you guys to see the bigger picture in the game when it gets to this level. For those that never got to these type of levels on the game, you have to have this type of skill set at this stage. You have to be diplomatic. It's not just about how good you play. It's not about how good you destroy your army. It's about, can you be diplomatic? Can you see when someone is going down as a country and when someone is going up? Can you see a threat when it's coming? You have to have all of those things, and that's why it's good to play with someone like myself, because I will surely point out those weaknesses like I'm doing with Tanganyika. Alright, so that's enough for today. I don't want to overload y'all today, but I thought that was important to show that part, to show what was going on right there with Tanganyika and just my opinion on it. Alright, and so until next time, guys.